Many Kenyans grow up hearing one important lesson: save your money. It is good advice because saving helps people avoid unnecessary debt, prepare for emergencies, and achieve short-term goals. However, there is one problem with believing that saving is enough. Saving alone will probably not make you rich. If your dream is to enjoy financial freedom, own valuable assets, retire comfortably, or leave wealth for your family, you need more than a savings account. You need your money to work as hard as you do. Imagine two friends who both earn 50,000 Kenyan shillings every month. The first person saves 10,000 Kenyan shillings in a normal bank savings account every month. The second person also saves 10,000 Kenyan shillings, but later invests most of it in assets that have the potential to grow over time. After many years, both people have developed the habit of saving, but one has allowed money to multiply while the other has mainly protected it. This simple difference can completely change their financial future. Saving is important because it gives you financial security. Everyone should have an emergency fund that can cover several months of living expenses. If you lose your job, fall sick, or face an unexpected family emergency, savings can prevent you from borrowing at high interest rates. Savings also help you pay school fees, medical bills, and planned purchases without financial stress. In this way, saving forms the foundation of good money management. The problem begins when people believe that keeping all their money in a savings account is the same as building wealth. Wealth is not just about how much money you have today. Wealth is about how much your money can continue producing in the future. Money that sits in one place without growing loses some of its buying power over time, because the cost of living keeps increasing. Think about how much basic goods cost today compared to several years ago. Rent has gone up in many towns. Food prices have increased. Transport costs have changed. Building materials have become more expensive. School fees continue to rise in many institutions. Even if your savings balance looks bigger every year, the amount of goods and services that money can buy may actually become smaller. This is why inflation quietly reduces the value of idle cash. Suppose you save 100,000 Kenyan shillings and leave it untouched for many years while prices continue rising. Although your account still shows 100,000 Kenyan shillings, that money may not buy what it could have bought when you first deposited it. In other words, your money has stayed the same while the world around it has become more expensive. Another challenge is that many ordinary savings accounts offer relatively low interest compared to the long-term growth available from some investments. While savings accounts remain useful for safety and easy access, they are usually designed to protect money rather than create significant wealth. This means that someone who only saves may struggle to increase their purchasing power over the long term. Being rich is not only about earning a high salary. Many people with large incomes remain financially stressed because they spend almost everything they earn. At the same time, some people with average incomes slowly build wealth because they consistently invest part of their earnings. Wealth is built through good financial habits over many years, rather than through one lucky opportunity. The richest people often own assets instead of simply collecting cash. An asset is something that can produce income or increase in value. Examples include businesses, rental properties, shares, government securities, unit trusts, money market funds, or farms that generate profits. These assets continue working even when their owners are sleeping or on holiday. Imagine buying a small rental house that earns 15,000 Kenyan shillings every month after expenses. That rental income can help pay your bills, while the property's value may also increase over time. Compare that with keeping the same amount of money in a drawer at home. One choice creates more income while the other simply waits. Starting a business is another example of putting money to work. A person may use 200,000 Kenyan shillings to open a small shop, a salon, a poultry farm, or an online business. If managed well, the business can generate profits that are much higher than the money would have earned by remaining idle in a savings account. Of course, businesses carry risks, which is why planning, research, and good management are very important. Investing does not always require millions of Kenyan shillings. Many investment opportunities today allow people to begin with relatively small amounts. The important thing is to start early and remain consistent. Small investments made regularly over many years can become surprisingly valuable because of compound growth. Compound growth is one of the most powerful ideas in personal finance. It means that your investment earns returns, and those returns begin earning returns as well. Over time, the growth becomes faster because you are earning on both your original money and the profits already made. The longer you stay invested, the greater the effect becomes. Consider someone who saves 5,000 Kenyan shillings every month for 20 years without investing. Now compare that with someone who invests the same amount every month and earns reasonable long-term returns. Although both people contribute the same amount, the investor may end up with significantly more wealth because the money has been growing throughout the entire period. One mistake many people make is waiting until they have a lot of money before investing. They tell themselves that they will start after getting a better job, receiving a promotion, or completing another project. Unfortunately, time is one of the greatest advantages in investing. Starting early with small amounts is often better than waiting many years to invest a larger amount. Another common mistake is spending every salary increase. A person receives an extra 10,000 Kenyan shillings every month and immediately upgrades their lifestyle by renting a bigger house, buying expensive gadgets, or increasing entertainment spending. While enjoying the rewards of hard work is important, using every increase for consumption leaves little room for building wealth. Financial discipline separates wealthy people from those who remain trapped in a cycle of earning and spending. Discipline means paying yourself first. Before paying for entertainment or luxury items, set aside money for savings and investments. This simple habit creates consistency, and consistency is often more powerful than earning a high income. Diversification is another important lesson. Do not put all your money into one investment. Different investments perform differently depending on economic conditions. Spreading your money across different types of investments can reduce risk while improving your chances of achieving steady growth over time. It is also important to continue learning. Financial knowledge is one of the best investments you can make. Read books about money, attend financial seminars, follow trusted financial educators, and understand the risks before investing. The more you know, the better your financial decisions become. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes that promise unbelievable returns within a short period. If an investment sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Building lasting wealth usually takes patience, discipline, and wise decision-making rather than shortcuts. Many people lose their life savings by chasing unrealistic promises instead of following proven investment principles. Debt should also be managed carefully. Some debt helps build wealth, such as borrowing to expand a profitable business or purchase productive assets. However, borrowing to finance luxury spending can make it harder to invest because much of your income goes toward loan repayments instead of building your future. Many successful Kenyans understand that every Kenyan shilling should have a purpose. Some money is for daily expenses, some is for emergencies, some is for investments, some is for future opportunities. Instead of allowing every shilling to disappear through spending, they intentionally direct money toward goals that increase their wealth over time. This does not mean you should stop saving. In fact, saving remains one of the most important financial habits anyone can develop. The difference is understanding the purpose of savings. Savings provide security and liquidity. Investments provide growth. Both are necessary, but they serve different roles in your financial journey. A smart financial plan might begin by building an emergency fund that can support you during difficult times. After reaching that goal, you can begin directing additional savings into carefully chosen investments that match your financial goals, risk tolerance, and time horizon. This balanced approach protects your present while preparing for your future. The journey to wealth is rarely exciting every day. It is usually built through ordinary decisions repeated over many years. Saving consistently, investing wisely, avoiding unnecessary debt, learning continuously, living below your means, remaining patient during difficult economic periods. These habits may not attract attention today, but they can transform your financial future. Saving alone is like storing seeds in a container. The seeds remain safe, but they produce nothing. Investing those seeds in fertile soil allows them to grow into plants that produce even more seeds. In the same way, your money should not only be protected, it should also be given the opportunity to grow. The goal is not simply to accumulate cash, but to build assets that continue creating value year after year. When your investments begin generating income that helps pay your living expenses, you move closer to true financial freedom. That is why saving is only the first step. The real journey to becoming rich in Kenya begins when you learn how to make your money work for you, instead of working for money for the rest of your life.